So before we get to the ultimate successions, I want to see what everybody's team is looking like. We have got more and more players just hitting the absolute rock bottom. Obviously Mbappe still holding his price pretty well, but even then, he has dropped down massively in the coming month. We've got, a month since November started, and he was coming in at 3.6. Dropping 1 million coins since then is absolutely incredible to see the game in this sort of light. Obviously, when we do look at golds now, I believe, other than Salah was the only one, there was 9 players above 100,000 coins. We have Mbappe, we have Vinny, we have Teo, who's now jumped up massively. Obviously, Hansen, we have Leao, we then have Valverde, Virgil, Putellas. Salah's gone up a little bit, which is keeping the 9th man alive. So there is only 9 players on this entirety of the game. That being said, the Thunderstruck team, I must admit, was full of some absolute stars. Now, expensive is the understatement. You're looking at 4.5 mil for Rashford. You're looking at nearly 12.5 for the 93 Mbappe. Even Gyökeres is coming in at 700. 2.4 for De Bruyne. Even a 430 for Elise. So with the amount of coin injection into the game from wherever they've managed to get the coins, if you need coins in FC25, lootbar.gg has you covered. They are the cheapest trading platform on the game, 8 to 10% cheaper than any others, 8% off if you use the code JT11 at the end at checkout, plus you get 5% extra on coins, with the fastest delivery system going, used by many FC25 creators such as Zorki, Manny Plus, and even Pro owners. So if you need any coins, head over to lootbar.gg, make sure JT11's in the promo code, and hopefully you enjoy. I can imagine with squad battles, rivals, champs, objectives, base icon upgrades, compensation left, right and center, people's teams have got to be hitting a decent form right now. So let's go through a few of the community builders and see where we're going. Now, I want to always start with kind of like that 100k's team, just because I'm interested to see the evolution of it. Because naturally, as we started this at the very start of the game, obviously there was a very big difference between what was 100k now then and 100k now. So I'm always interested to see. Obviously, a lot of these are hopefully going to be built relatively recently. And to be honest, 100k is still not a great deal in this game. You could get 100k pretty comfortably. So you're going to see a lot of the standard teams. Nothing too crazy. You might find like a 1 or 2 player purchase, by the looks of this, SBCs in there that are kind of on that sort of value. But in general, you normally find a bog standard team for 100k. This is kind of what we'd be looking at. We've got a Bundesliga Prem, obviously utilizing as many 0 cards as you possibly can go with. Mycon doesn't equate to the value of this, I don't know why, but obviously they are a pre-order pack, I'm assuming, if you've not got anybody here but you've spent 500,000 on your right back. I mean, priorities are key. If you're using them as an attacking wing back, I'm all for it. But then you have got the likes of Boniface, you've got, I was going to call him Simmons then, Simons, or is it Simmons? Yeah, whatever. Javi, is it Javi? No, I've got to find out now. Is it Javi? I can't remember. Yeah, Javi Simon. Simon, yeah, honestly, I'm making a joke of myself here. Obviously, other teams, let's have a look. We are going to go under 300k in the 100k budget, fair enough. It's a pretty standard team. Okay, we got a little bit of the MLS run into there. So we can kind of see the 100Ks still not necessarily going to be too crazy. You could find yourself with a cheeky Bellingham. He definitely was not going to be in this team to start with, being way over the 100k mark and dropping very, very hard this year. But it's an interesting one to see regardless. I think a lot of people, and let me know in the comments down below, what is your team actually worth? Because we've got the difference now of the 100k, 1 to 2, 2 to 5, 5 to a mil, 1 to 2, and 2 to 5. Now, I do want to go through my team just to see how much that is coming in at. Obviously, I don't do squad battles every week now. Very rarely put any sort of points on anymore, just because we're pretty much there at this point. Unless there was like an Mbappe player of the month and I hadn't got the coins for it, then maybe yes, it might be worth for myself to be able to either get a video on it or just get him in the team for the future. But we've already got an Mbappe in the team, so whether I'd even do that at this point would be the question. Now, We have got Courtois up front, well, I mean, in Winter Wildcard version we will. He was obviously a great pull in general. We then have a Walker with a slight evolution, nothing too crazy from him. It is a free evolution as well. It is the only one that we can do, as I missed out on every other one. We then have got a Virgil van Dijk at 172,000. We then have Saliba, and I believe everybody's untradeable now. And also I am kind of mixing it up a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how it works, but we got Teo in there also. I do then have a bit of a Dharma. Now I kind of just don't want to let him go at this point. I love the rapid. He tends to come off every game. I normally swap my wingers anyway, but I will kind of allude to that in a second. We then have good old Wesley at the moment. He's brand new into the team because I haven't used him yet. And I was thinking, you know what? I kind of want a nice incisive passing player, and he's going to work quite nicely. We did just finish, and my club is absolutely dry at this point, a Vinny Player of the Month. We then also have Son at the moment, untradeable up front, 57,000, a lot cheaper than before. And then we have got an untradeable Mbappe. So it's coming in at 5.7 at this moment in time. If we can move it just a little bit up there. Now, obviously, this is over the time. I did end up paying for Mbappe and managing to get him duplicate. So really, really happy with that. Like, if you took out that, that's probably where a lot of people's teams could be. I'd say anywhere in the region of about 1 million to 2.5, I would say, where most people's teams, if you've played every week as well. I'm not saying that you should have it if you've just started this month. Might be a little bit more difficult, but if you've been playing since the start of October, end of September, and you've done either every other, or you've done quite a few champs, quite a few rivals, done a lot of the SBCs, a lot of the objectives, realistically, I'm hoping, anyway, I don't know if I'm being optimistic here or not, I'm hoping that you are at least over that 1 million coin barrier. I think you should be with the players that you should have got. I'm not saying that maybe you've not got a Teo, or you should have really had a Virgil by now. It seems to be everybody has him, or at least somebody of his counterpart. And obviously, if we was to just take out one, we could, at the end of this season, end up with our lovely Konate, who could definitely see himself in this team nicely. I don't know if you can you change the skin on these? Because my Virgil's purple, which is beautiful design, and Mbappe is probably going to be following him soon. So realistically at that point, then I'm thinking 1 million to 2 million could be the average, and then I'd say 2 to 5 would be a solid team. Like you've grafted to get the team, or you've managed just to pack R9 and you're just blagging it. So in terms of kind of what we're looking at, I'm going to skip the 1 to 2. I want to see what the 500k, the 400k would actually look like, because I think this could still be a very good team. And a lot of the time, I'm going to be absolutely in love with evolution teams. I think they've got that so right this year. The only problem I have with evolutions is there is just not a place to play it. You've got to have anything, even in the friendlies, especially with the non-skill based matchmaking in there, have an evolution mode. You should have tiered it up, so at the start of the game have 1 evolution minimum. Then you could even have multiple in this. It doesn't have to be that you have 1 mode for it. Have minimum 1, minimum 3, 5, 10, the whole team in the bench, and go evolution versus evolution. Why they've never done it, and to be honest, they could, I don't know if they will, but they could do a full week promo on it as well. Every day, you start the first day with 3 promos, easy to do, and you get 1 every 12 hours. You get 1 every day, free every day, that are just slight increments. We saw it with the Flash Evos, and I thought they were fantastic. They don't necessarily make brand new metas, but for somebody that doesn't want to just sweat the game out, teams like this are incredible. And I think evolutions this year have been a wonderful upgrade to what we've been seeing. And half of the time, you'll probably see a lot of them in here. Di Lorenzo, an upgrade. Alphonso Davies, Adeyemi, some absolutely stunning players. Obviously, there's going to be some upgrades he could make. Elise's got a brand new card. We are looking at still a 100,000 coin team, to be fair, but you could look at what we can get here. We've obviously got... That CDM's really low. I thought it was a 5 back then. So you've got Elise with a better card, Kolomowane with a better card. That's the brand new Keane, I want to say. And then you've got Musiala with a better card. Adeyemi does. I don't know if Alphonso Davies does. Oh, he does. He has an 87. I think he's yeah, I was going to say he was expensive, I'm pretty sure. Now it comes to me. That is Community Tactics if you want to have a look at that. So in terms of that solid team, I really want to see some really nice evolution teams as well. You will find a Gravenberch, a Van de Ven. Van de Ven's going to have a wonderful card by the end of this game. It's just guaranteed. But we are now starting to see more of a Prem starter. Obviously, Cass is going to take a lot of the value there. But Foden in the middle is got a lovely card upgrade. De Bruyne does. Walker has a couple of evolutions like we suggested. Saliba. We have got the Bournemouth left back with 91 pace, 82 on defending, 82. And he can go into Team of the Week Surge. Don't know if you'd want to put a pinged pass on him. Might be a little bit of a downgrade there. But it was to go like an anchor. I mean, it's a pretty solid left back. If you're looking for budget especially, that's the big thing is when you look at the kind of 500k teams, they're not going to be people that are spending either, hopefully, not X amount of coins. Love that Isaac card. Incredible. You got Diallo as well with that 86. We've got Serbia. Is he building a Serbian team? Oh, that could do with some evolutions. Vidic obviously in the middle. Oh, I love Milinkovic-Savic as well. Some different squad builders, and I think that's the big thing that we are missing. We've got Romania as well. I don't know if the same guy is building this same team. That definitely could have some nice upgrades. And does he have... He's got to have... Hadji has a son, doesn't he, in the game? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you've got to have him in. Where does he play? Senna Cam. He's got to be in here. Stuff the gold card. You've got to have his son in there. If you've got the icon, you've got to. My squad. What do we got? We got a bit of Keane, 37,000. Always nice if you want the icon in there. You got Sakina at the back, or I can't even now pronounce her last name. Gordon. Bit of a, I must admit, a bit of a stinker with him, to be honest. I really expected him to be better. A Playstyle Plus wouldn't go amiss. Even a 4-star weak foot would have been fantastic. The stats will be better, and most definitely he will have upgrades that will definitely take him into a decent shout as we go forward in the game. So I'm not too worried that we won't get a version of him. I just think they could have upgraded that card a little bit more. We then throw into how much coins? It's definitely not 40,000. So we're looking at, okay, we got the Rivals mode mastery. Couple of the nice players. You got Furlan still, Klaus, Tchouameni, another SBC, Kvaratskhelia, and then obviously gone for a nice evolution, 86 rated. Okay, it's looking pretty good on the stats. It's going to have the pinged pass, so whether I'd want him as a striker, I probably wouldn't if I'm being brutal with him. So then if we go a bit further down, let's go with FC25. I see 2 icon badges. Riquelme and Gattuso, some of the cheaper ones. We've obviously got Brolin on the right. Bit of Chiesa. Suppose, can he not get an upgrade at all? Probably not the greatest at the moment. I feel like we're still due a next big upgrade for Evolution. So he's probably worth a wait. Could Neymar go into any? I don't think he can. Obviously, he's got 400k for his 88 as well. I know it's a little bit past now, which probably puts him down a little bit in the ranking, especially with the Vinny Player of the Month, but could be due an evolution at any point. Koyunde, Militao, King, and we're finding the Bournemouth left back again. It's a solid team. I think you could definitely get by with that. If we pick one more, let's go page 3. We are going to go with Prem plus La Liga, as I think that is kind of the biggest bonus that we've got at the moment. Gakpo on the left. Okay, I can get behind that. Bit of Watkins, Rafinha, Odegaard, Rice, and also a lovely Camavinga revolution. Which one has he gone for? Centre pillar. Okay, I think I went with Agate with that just to build out my Man U past and present. Then we've got Ake, we've got Alaba, Gravadol. Probably put him left and then maybe go for like a Militao. Could have been a better option if the chemistry works. We've got Silva on the right and then obviously a bit of Courtois. So pretty standard teams, to be honest. Nothing too crazy, but definitely better as we've gone forward with it. A few upgrades here and there, but to be fair, the next upgrade, like most teams, is you're looking at either 500k extra, a double X on what your team's actually worth. I'm just interested in this team. 3.7 mil. See, that's a pretty solid team. Obviously, you've got the SBC for Cruyff. You could have done the SBC for Vinny with the price that you're paying there, but obviously, you might have got him untradeable. Love a bit of Loftus-Cheek. I think he's a cracking sentiment, especially with Reyners as well. That could be a great pairing. Abide Pele, kind of assisting with the striker. Bit of Salah on the right. He's obviously gone for the Walker with the same one, Focus Charge. And then he's gone Mendy with focus charged as well. So clearly he's gone something. It might just be that he's telling you that there's an evolution there because they are not available. Then we've got Virgil, Saliba and Courtois. Pretty much my back lineup, bar from I've changed Furlan now. So that's pretty decent team, to be fair, for the price. If we were to go then, let's have a look at the 500k to a million, because I think this is where you should start to see some shape in a team. You kind of got a little bit of random. You feel like a lot of these teams are based on what have I packed? And then as you go up into the money, you kind of see there's maybe a lot more thought gone into it, because if you've managed to get coins, you've got something tradable. Love a bit of Rashford. You got Rashford, Watkins, Martinelli. Martinelli, very much like Saka again this year, is just in no man's land. Like, he just doesn't have an upgrade that I'm like, yes, let's go and do that. And to be honest, even with the generations of him, he's always come a little bit late. Like the 96, there was always so much better. The level up, there was better again. Even when we went into the team of the season, just wasn't enough. I think with this one was the FUT birthday one. Again, it was just at that point where you've always got a Ronaldinho popping his head up. Neymar, Vinny obviously was getting there at this point. In fact, in FIFA 22, what was Vinny's rating? It's got to have been at least semi-decent, surely. FIFA 22, 80. Wow. So obviously, once he got to team of the season, it was a little bit better. But he did start the year quite low. Then got the big upgrade to the 86. Obviously, then FUT's team of the season. Even then, the FUT birthday was nice. And then obviously, last year was fantastic. This year is just incredible. It's a great card already. This will be a beautiful team of the year, then into team of the season as well. It's going to be a great year for him, most definitely. So already, okay, I quite like that. Then if we go up, let's have a look at we've got Brolin FC. Obviously, he's going to go for Brolin. He's got a lot of money into company. Where's the rest? Is it on the bench? Oh. Where's the price coming from? Oh, okay, I suppose you got Trent as well. That's 506. Okay, I mean, the money adds up pretty quickly. This is what I mean. If you've managed to get a company untradeable, you've gained your team 300,000 coins. And to be honest, it does really stack up pretty quickly. So if we was to have a look, let's have a look. 971 at a 451. A lot of hero upgrades. If he's not bought all of them, that's a lot of heroes. So we got Upamecano as an evolution. Saliba, Koyunde, Alisson, Mendy. Standard. I think you've got Mendy, Teo, Lizarazu, an evolution of Alphonso Davies, and then the Bournemouth left back, to be fair, is throwing his hat in there. They're kind of the standard left backs, other than then like looking at your Roberto Carlos's and upgrades from there. You then got Saliba, Arejo, to be honest, any version of him. You then got Milito, you got Virgil, you then got some of the heroes that you could get, but then the standards of an evolution of Upamecano, an evolution of a Konate. They're kind of the standard centre-backs. And then right-backs, Walker, Koyunde, Frimpong. And then you kind of throw in a few names like Llorente, I suppose, as an evolution. Keepers are always standard. Courtois, Alisson, Ederson. And then maybe an icon, maybe a Ter Stegen, but to be honest, it's normally Courtois, Alisson, Ederson. They tend to be the main keepers unless you're going for chemistry. So that's kind of the standard back line. We've then got pretty much pack pools, bit of grace in the middle with the incisive, which is nice, and I always love a bit of Dembele. He's always a fantastic one. We've got 981. So started off, Martinez we managed to get from one of the, I think it was the 75 times 100. We then got Barella, we got Rafinha as an inform, Saliba, Mendy, Koyunde, Virgil there definitely, and maybe a Kvaratskhelia for a little bit of the links in terms of them, or you'd need someone French, to be fair, with Sissoko in the middle. Could work that out somehow, but a standard team, to be fair. I don't know if I'd even call that a million coin team. That's the scary part about it. We've got 550. He's done half of the value on Casemiro already. You've obviously got Vicario, Van der Ven, obviously. A few Spurs players, and obviously, is it Robinson or Robertson? Robinson, obviously, is the left back. Actually, quite a decent left back as well. Cunha, very good card. Love him. You got the Man U right wing. Bit of Rashford could do with the evolution. Morsi and also Tonali as well. Very, very decent. So let's pick one more on the higher end. We will go a bit of Donnarumma, in fact. Don't really see him too much. Obviously, he's got his 90, which is nice. Okay, we got the Harry Kewell track star, a bit of Herrero, Renard, we've got the right back, obviously being the squad foundations, Rosa Leon, Putellas, Harry Kewell, Brandt, Malin, and Pajor. What chemistry are we going? 30. Who's missing out? Donnarumma gets nothing. Really? I mean, I suppose he hasn't got any league gun. You might as well have gone... Who would you have gone? You'd probably go Kobel. Yeah, probably go Kobel for that, to be honest. I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know if a keeper off chem really makes that much of a difference, but Kobel for the max chem would have been the better shout there, to be honest with you. I don't know. Let me know. Have you played with a keeper without chem? I don't think I've ever. Maybe a 2 chem at an absolute maximum. So then we kind of rack up. So we've got a little bit more coins to spend. We've got 1.8 million coins worth of a team. That most definitely is because Liao at 900,000 is crazy. Lorente at right back. Koyunde, Saliba, Mendy. Minyan, something different. Obviously going for the French vibes. Bellingham, Gattuso. Started his Yamal evolution off, which is nice. And then a bit of Greasy and Keane in there. That's decent. Let's have a look at 1-6. A lot of them are going to feature icons by the looks of it. Nunez, brilliant. Grealish is chosen over Malin. Fair enough. Obviously, this is when Konate's out. I don't think he's available as of yet. Bastoni, great link. Oh, we got some bench players. That's why. Okay, so he's got Nunez on there again. Just that excited to have him. We have a bit of Maicon. Very nice. What's this? 1.3. So we're looking at the rival rewards. We've got El Shawari, Flashback, Lamarzi, Roberto, Pajor, Rafinha, Melito. He's Johan. I can't remember how you pronounce the second name, but regardless, Herrero, 208 for Herrero as well. Interesting. It's a very nice team. Don't really see many people with Haaland anymore, unless they've got a special version of him, which has he even got now? He's got the 93, yeah, the Trailblazer. The Inform was just a standard, but at least the Trailblazer managed to get rapid, I suppose. He only had acrobatics, so I suppose that's already quite nice. Obviously goes with Pajor again, Malin, Patry, that's one that I personally do want to do. Boy, very, very good right back. Lizarazu, and Mappy Leon. I've heard a lot about her, but I'm just never that good with small centre-backs in this FIFA. Cannavaro a few years ago was incredible. Now he's just not as much. Barnes, how much is his base card at? 132. It's not that far off, to be fair. To say it's an upgrade as well. He's got Neymar, bit of Cass, Elise, Dodu. Is it Dodu? I think so. Dos Santos. Vidic, Courtois, Saliba, Mendy. Standard as ever. Then if we go, let's have a look for a bigger one. We've obviously, is that Rutter there? I'm pretty sure. He was a big SBC back in the day. Was it Rutter? Oh, it is, yeah, it is Rutter. 238. Liao at 242. Z Roberto and a Kocha. So you're looking at what, like nearly 900,000? A little bit more. Then you've obviously got the Teo Hernandez at 700. That's massive. Tomore could definitely do with that upgrade. How much is he coming in at? 340, so it's quite a big upgrade. Obviously Saliba, Koyunde does have a big upgrade as well, but I'm going to say he again is a massive card to get, to be honest. And let's have a look at one more 2 million coin squad. See if we can find one. Let's go page 3 again. We need as high to 2 million. In fact, I think I can. If I go console, let's bring it all the way up to the 2 mil mark. Let's have a look. So we're going to go for Morgan plus Malin. I feel like Vinny's going to take a lot of that budget. What's this? 1.967. Okay. Oh, he's got bench. I mean, it's actually not that expensive. So it's probably about 1.7. 300, 400, 200, 200. I mean, it's... Again, it doesn't look that expensive to be that. Oh, I suppose you got 200 here, 200 there. Okay, that's actually a little bit of a letdown. We've got Van Basten. It's got bench again. I mean, that's 600. There's no way that's a 200. I was going to say that's not a 2 million coin squad. See if we can find a better one. That looks a little bit better. Still 400 though. I know. I mean, it's more than 400. Has it got bench? It always breaks when you get up to this sort of sign. So let's go team 2. They're not really the greatest here. Let's go up one. Let's have a look at the mega team. So this is going to be 5 to 10 million coins. These are going to be teams that you just get, to be honest. At some point you'll accumulate them. We got Vinny / Messi. Okay, that's a nice team already. Love the Courtois, obviously. Boy, bit of Carragher. Maybe you've gone for your pre-order. Keep to your roots. Love it. We've got Saliba at 1.7. Stunning centre-back. Alfonso, get that man an upgrade. Bit of Messi. Bit of Gattuso and Stanway. Vinny, obviously, in the player of the month. Malin, that's free. And then that gorgeous Rooney at 1.3. That is a nice team. We've got then the Cruyff which is actually the Cruyff. Geez, 9.5. So we've obviously got that Shah. This Shah as well. It's unbelievable. Like, genuinely, the card, if you can manage to get this, is a stunner. You whack the shadow on him. Literally, 88 pace, 96 defending, 88 physical already. Great passing stats. Very good dribbling stats for a defender. A little bit of shot power, which is irrelevant, but still it's there. 3-star weak foot, which is good enough. A 94 overall centre-back, if I can show you that, for a card that you could get from Rival Rewards. Outrageously good. So that's a very, very high one in my estimations. We've got Heroic Hero or Heroic Rise with Ledley King, Mendy, Rafinha with the Evolution, Reyners, again, a bit of Patrick, and then Malin, and also a gold Vinny up front as well. Very interesting. We have a bit of Zizou. Oh, okay, yeah, these are the teams now. These are what you come up against in the later parts of champs. Maybe a little bit better kind of going up front. I feel like a lot of people have got an Mbappe or somebody of the equivalent up there. Romero and Upamecano, which is always nice. We got an Mbappe in this one, obviously. So we got Zambrotta, Ruben, Courtois, Herrero, Cole. We got a bit of Barnes, Patry, the pre-order Yaya. I really hope you haven't got the pre-order Yaya, just because I got Carragher. I would have loved a Yaya in that. Frimpong, Govu, Mbappe. Stunner. I'm assuming they're going to be all the same. We have got Dream Team. Who's he dreaming of? He's got himself a Buffon, who is coming as the ultimate succession. He's got Maicon, King, Konate, DeMarco. We then have the Mode Mastery in Rodrigo. To be honest, fair enough. I'm kind of going for the packs, but I mean, if you want to go all that way for Rodrigo, fair play. Barella, Patry, Grealish, and then we've obviously got Mbappe and Vinny up front. Very, very nice. We have long-term goal. Okay, I like it. Van der Sar, very nice. Always a good upgrade. Frimpong at right back. Bit of Saliba, Herrero, Cole, Matthias, Patry. Then we got a bit of Poutier, sorry. Then we got Valverde. We got Best, Rooney, and Vinny. If you've done Poutiers and Vinny or like now or going to do them, then fair enough, because that's a budget and a half. Would it be about 2.6 mil worth of SBC fodder in 2 months? We have got Bad Boys at 5 million. Looking at a bit of a Dama up front, love it. Tomore, Militao, and Saliba. Obviously Llorente, bit of Loftus, Lampard, Vinny, and Nico Williams from the very start of the game as well. Get your money's worth. And then if we pick one more, we have got, let's go page 2 this time. We are going to go, well, I mean, it says Italian, Italian, English, Spain, and then he has got French, American. I suppose, I saw Ghana in there as well. So, fair enough. Oh, okay, he's got a bit of a bench as well. It's kind of hyping up the team a little bit. You obviously got the back line, solid, midfield, decent enough, and then a bit of Son, a bit of Pulisic, Raul and Di Natale up front. Very nice up front. Both finesse shots from other ways. We've got a bit of Hullet, 6.8 mil. That's incredible. And yeah, imagine you've just packed these as well. You managed to get a Rooney, then a Hullet, but then you're still rocking evolutions. Fair play. Absolutely love that around him. And then obviously we'll go with this last one just because it's there. Got a bit of Rashford, Chiesa, Hansen, Patry, Valverde, bit of Vinny, Van de Ven, Yap Stam, Zambrotta, Mendy, and a bit of Courtois. Stunner. Some very, very nice teams. Like I say, let me know down below what your team's coming in at. Obviously there is a 10 mil plus, but they just get silly after that because a lot of the time they just put everybody on the bench. So you don't really get a team. You'll end up with something like this, and it's like, well, nobody can use that. Let me know how you get on, and I'll catch you all for the next one. Peace.